Welcome, Leo. This is your weekly focus for April the 9th through to the 15th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you truly for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy that you send my way each and every day. Now let's turn to the cards and see what they will reveal about the energy and how to use it wisely so we can go forward in a positive light. Page of Wands. Oh, are you at the top of the mountain, screaming, yelling, shouting your vision of your tomorrow, of where you are going, of the adventure that you are setting on, to perhaps the career you want, the relationship you want, the health and well-being that you expect out of what you do for yourself each and every day? We're shouting on top of the mountain. And the page is a young energy. Before I get to the shadow side that I just turned over, page is a young energy. It's letting out that childlike expression. It is believing in the possibilities. The shadow side. Shadow side is right in the middle. So where are you not honoring yourself as a person, as an individual? You know, what would truly make you happy? What would truly make you joyous? And what are your abilities and talents that can further you in that direction? What are you not being true with yourself about? What's that deep little dark secret that you could actually transform into the miracle of your rebirth? The Wheel of the Year shows up. So you are moving into very promising times. Okay, and I get the focus on the cups to the pentacles. So it is through the compassion and the love for yourself, perhaps, that actually transforms your life into the abundance to create for yourself. Now, the underlying energy is the Knight of Pentacles. Now, this is an energy that we may not be very consciously aware of. I have a hair stuck there. There we go. We're better now. It's an energy that we have to bring into our consciousness, that we have to acknowledge, that we have to put energy into in order for us to be as strong as we could be. Now, the Knights always bring in messages. So, journal. Write down your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams, waking or sleeping. Those sparks of intuition that you get, those sparks of wisdom that come in. All of it is going to be telling you how to move forward. Now, we're stationary here, so we are allowing these messages to come in, and we are processing these messages to go forward into our abundance. We're not just going to run towards the horizon and hope that since we can't see anything, everything's good. We're going to be cautious. We're going to take our time. We're going to go after the true success in our life, the true abundance, the true happiness. So, in your journal, write your story about love, about happiness, about joy, and what brings you happiness and joy. What are some of the things that you want to come into your life that's going to bring happiness and joy? Is it career? Is it work? Is it something that you can do? Is it something that you can apply your abilities and your talents to go on this incredible adventure, this incredible ride? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, partway through Thursday. Look at this. We get the Four of Cups. So we also want to journal what we are grateful for, what we already have in our lives. To not look at where we are missing the boat, where we are dropping the ball, so to speak, where we are or where we have dropped the ball. But to be grateful for our abilities, our talents, who we are, our dreams, our goals. Be grateful for your dreams and your goals. I mean, that gives you purpose, that gives you hope, that gives you a reason to excel, to raise that bar on yourself. Love you. Love the people around you. Don't take anything for granted this week, or at least the beginning of the week. Stay in the present moment when you are in your relationships, your partnerships, your friendships. Ask yourself, take that step back from the conversation you're having and ask themselves, why, thank you for this person in my life, because they offer this to me. Because friendships, alliances, partnerships, soulmates, it's all a two-way street. We may clue into how we bring abundance into their life, but I think it's more important to understand the abundance they bring into our life. And don't, this is definitely a week not to take things for granted when that Four of Cups shows up where it is. To back it up, and every moment of every hour, you want to look around you and say thank you. Thank you for the cup I'm drinking out of. Thank you for the drink in the cup. Thank you for the ice cubes to make my drink cold. Thank you for the warmer to keep my drink hot. Thank you for this food. Inhale the aromas around you this week. Dance in your private reality of beauty. Overriding energy is the Page of Swords. Oh, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful, be careful. You don't want to take risks. You don't want to jump into things. You don't want to knee-jerk a reaction or some words that you can't pull back. You want the action to begin so badly that you're willing to do just about anything in order to just get a reaction. You don't even care what that reaction is, so long as it's a reaction, so long as there's movement, so long as we're doing something with this energy because you are feeling so restless and stifled and you just want to move forward in some way, and be careful of that energy because you're going to land probably face first in the mud puddle. You don't want to trip over yourself. Your ego, perhaps. Be cautious. Anybody dares you, walk away, please, please, please. You don't want to say something just because you were thinking it. You want to process it first. You want to back it up. Remember that we are in the full moon energy until Sunday. We are in the Mercury retrograde energy until Sunday. And even then, Mercury goes stationary direct, which means we still have to go over a certain period of shadow in order to really get moving forward. So we may be feeling restless, and this may not go away for a week, maybe two. And we have to back it up. We have to. And now the other half of this card is your attachment to spirit, attachment to God, your angels, the universe, source, your own intuition so strongly this week. Take the opportunities to meditate, to reflect, to have those conversations seemingly with yourself. Okay, God, your angels, your spirit guide, source, the universe. Whatever name you give that divine energy that surrounds you. Be cautious in your steps. Be cautious in your movements. Be cautious in your behaviors. Everything in moderation. Nothing to the extreme this week. Unplug, recharge, recalibrate, rethink, redesign, refocus. And then Thursday being the foggy, right? Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Look at that. We have the Six of Swords, expand your horizons. Okay, think bigger and better than you have been. Okay, your dream should almost scare you a little bit this week. Like, could I really be that big if I wanted to? Could I really step into that kind of relationship if I wanted to? Could I really be that person if I wanted to? You may see a whole new bag of seeds that you want to plant by the time this new moon comes around. Or I hope you do, at least. I hope you are broadening your expectations, your dreams. And, there's this kind of knowing within you that you have been able to fix every point of chaos in your life till now. Those times when you said, I don't think I'm going to make it through this, you did. And you don't even really remember mumbling those words anymore because you handled it. You know that whatever comes your way going forward, that you'll be able to handle it. So there's a confidence in you. There's a futuristic, pioneering attitude about you towards the end of the week, wanting to go forward. But very much a part of expanding the possibilities to going forward because you know you can. You've proved it to yourself. And you recognize that, and maybe you embrace it, maybe you cherish it, maybe you are thankful for it. Work, career. Huh, 4 of Wands. Yahoo. Let's have a little bit of fun. Let's, if you're journaling this week, you write about how you want to go forward in your career, in your finances, into making the best image of the person that defines you going forward. This is about promises. This is about commitments to yourself. This is about commitments to the role you play outside of, within work, your service to others. We have 4 wands stuck in the ground, and we have put some garland on it. And we are celebrating with people, with our friends, so don't forget about all those people who make things happen in your life, not just, you. Okay, watch the ego. Okay, it's a celebration about everybody working together and making that next milestone. Everybody contributing their talent or their ability in order to make it happen for you going forward. I hope that makes sense to the majority of you, because that's really what this card is saying. If you are journaling, you write about what you want when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances, and don't limit yourself here. Okay, don't limit yourself here. Please don't limit yourself here. Love and relationships. Look at this. We get the 8 of Cups. You're redefining love. You're redefining relationships. Or redefining yourself within those relationships. And it's almost like you are entering a new path of new friends, new soulmates, new partnerships, new friendships, new alliances, new maybe groups of people. And it will have to split you away from maybe some people you love. And this is probably the easiest example is a young adult leaving home for the first time. Maybe going off to college or university. So a whole new experience with new people, new relationships. And needing to leave behind the people that have been there for us until this point in our life. So there may be some tearing at the seams here when it comes to love, when it comes to relationships. Now, once again, the young adult is leaving the home for the first time. It doesn't mean that they stop loving those people or those people don't matter just as much to them as when they left. So it's not always, with this card, an ending or a completion of a relationship. It's just an evolved relationship. That person plays a new role in your life going forward. Maybe they offer more support now, more love now, more sensuality now. So expect relationships to change, to evolve. And it really defines your state of what you want to define for who you hang around with or your group of people, or and I'm trying to search for the right wording as I'm throwing out all these other words. It's a renewal of being honest and true to yourself first and foremost. Going after your dreams, your commitment of your tomorrow. And these people in your life will acknowledge it or they will curse it. But I think for the majority here, I mean, we have a lot of cups here. it's their love that has gotten you to this point, and it's going to evolve into something different, something better, something more in harmony, more in balance, more supportive. So if you're in a relationship, but the relationship isn't going well, maybe look at the people that surround that relationship. And are they helping you to move forward, or are they tearing you apart? What are their values? What are their structures? Do I want these people in my life to continue to influence me in this way, or do I need to look at a different viewpoint, a different perception? And then we look back at our relationship, and it's, do I want to grow this relationship? Do I want to deepen this relationship? And what is my role within that relationship? Spirituality, we have the Five of Cups. So stop kicking yourself to the curb. Just, you know, uh, this is beating yourself up. This is berating yourself. This is allowing stresses to occur where there should be no stress. It's like crying over spilt milk. It's spilt, clean it up, move on. So we can't linger in the negative right now when it comes to our meditations, our reflection, our times of prayer. So the things that we didn't accomplish, the things we didn't do, when we dropped the ball. I mean, there is a time and place for all those things to come up. It's not this week. This week you want to see the path that can be going forward, of how you can improve yourself or your life or your path forward. Journal work, journal careers, I'm telling you. Look at this, the Ace of Wands for health and well-being. Aces represent new paths forward. Not paths that we have stepped into yet, but paths forward nonetheless that we will be stepping into. And so this is in our health and well-being. So this is where we're making some new commitments to ourselves, or we are doing some affirmations, some new moon affirmations. We are finding that whole new bag of seeds that we are going to be planting at the new moon when it comes to our health and well-being, to our balance in life, to our sense of confidence, our vitality. So we could be looking at new workout programs. We could be looking at new ways of eating. We could be looking at, and this is very promising, this card here, because those seeds will take root. It'll obviously involve your effort, right? You can't watch a video of working out and then expect your abs to be nice and tight. You have to do the work. So what is the commitments that you want to make to yourself when it comes to your health, when it comes to your well-being? It's very strong for you for this new moon to start looking at ways of going forward. When it comes to health, when it comes to well-being, maybe it is changing up your routine so you are more in balance. Remember, we are in the full moon energy all of this week until we reach Sunday. So this is a time to really kick some bad habits. Throw some bad habits to the curb. Don't beat yourself up, as the one card said, about where you made a mistake. It's been years since I've worked out, and or I would have to start. It takes, one step at a time. We will get 1,000 miles in. So know that each time that you apply yourself, each time that you reaffirm that commitment to yourself, you are one step closer to the person that you want to step into being. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.